You as a student, that's principal means to different classes with one of you went forward in the interest. And it's his name is, what's his name? Chris. Yeah.
grace period. Okay, we'll go ahead and call to order the council meeting for January 8th, 2026 at 6 p.m. Everybody would stand, remove your hats for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice. Roll call. Councilmember Matovich.
Present.
Councilmember Lynn.
Present.
Councilmember Shock. Present. Clerk Treasurer. Police Clerk absent. Town election of officers. Yeah. Anybody?
Yep, concerning that, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the positions and, as Mike is council president, and Julie and I as council members for,
Aye. Yep, thank you. Appreciate all the help you guys have been giving me this year. And look forward to this year working together some more. I'll move on to approval of claims. Any questions about them?
No.
Then I'll make a motion that we accept the claims as presented by the clerk treasurer's office and the minutes for the December 18th meeting and December 29th meeting as presented by the clerk's office also. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And the minutes and dockets are approved. Thank you, Dan. Have any, you and Sue, been getting caught up and everything else? Appreciate everything you guys have been doing. Then we go to introductions and announcements. I know we have Lou O'Donnell. That would like to discuss something with the town.
Good evening, council. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Will O'Donnell, Opera One. I run two digital billboards in town. And I come to an agreement with a different advertising company in town, Lamar. For them to take over just once a month. Things we get all the free ads we put out. So I'll be emailing you guys tomorrow. And then in our agreement originally, there's an assignment clause in there, and it says that I shall not transfer or sign the agreement without written consent of Newsland. Such consent shall not be unreasonably withheld. So we have this consent, like, well, basically, yeah, that goes.
Yeah.
So, basically it just transfers authority of the signs over to them. I'm still in the background. I'm not going.
If we get off the
Yeah,
digital signs.
So what, yeah, that'll all stay the same.
Everything, so everything's staying the same. They're just taking over the management of.
And then on the wooden ones, I'll be back and I'll take over May when our yearly thing comes up. I'll be back in community. Chuck pretty guys on that. And those are actually doing great. Chuck pretty guys on that. And those are actually doing great. 2 long-term contracts and collection rates up a little bit from the previous year. So it'll be substantially more income than last year. So
They just won't have the amounts from like the digital signs.
Right. Yeah, no, yeah.
But they'll be contacting us. For
Yeah.
that part of it.
And then you guys will have the contact that runs their digital stuff. So whenever you guys want to post your ads, you'll just contact them and they'll put them in there.
Okay.
Are they responsible for the,
Thank you.
yes, on the digital ones also?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so forever.
And then I won't be able to call them torment you.
Exactly.
Forward to the rest. Any question? Or,
No,
then I make a motion that we go ahead and approve this for the transfer. Do I have a second?
that's like,
All in favor, say aye.
I,
Okay. to a copy of this
Okay.
as soon as possible. Okay,
Thanks for that.
okay, yeah, we can do that.
All right,
The accounts has been made public. It's on the exit. Over to the Attorney General. So that means that any other questions that would arise about that, you can either read the report and come to your own conclusions, or wait until the Attorney General is done, because it's in their hands as far as any prosecution or anything that goes along with that. We are hoping that we do get compensated for what we are lost. But other than that, we won't be taking any questions or making any comments as far as the report goes, because it is at the Attorney General's office. And none of us are going to violate what we were told not to do. So that, we'll close that amount, part of it. And the town attorney absent, which is on a different subject. I know there's been some rumors going around town that the town is in a fight. Roseland's not going to go anyplace. We're always working hard every day to make sure that things are done right. And we've got money in the accounts. Our bills are being paid. When we find out what the
I don't know, I didn't see her on here. Where she gets the financials, not on agenda. Just curious.
we have over $300,000 in there. We haven't got our disbursements yet. I do know that just from seeing it, but we're not, and we haven't got our disbursements. And we are looking at our grants that we'll have coming in also. But we're not going money. So I would like to squash that rumor and whoever made it anymore. Now we'll move on. Town attorney is not here, and we'll go on to old business. And we have the clerk treasurer's bond renewal. And you both had a chance to look at the paperwork. Any questions? I don't either. I make a motion because it's what it means. It's for $30,000 bond. Yeah, it stays the same. It's just, yeah, it just costs us a lot less with Ann being our clerk. But I make a motion that we approve the bond renewal for the clerk treasurer's office. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any other old business? Then we'll move on to new business. Any new business that needs to be brought forth? Okay, well, then we'll move on to town health and safety.
For December, we had 145 calls for service. We had 5 reports. So we're staying pretty consistent, I think, with the calls for service, and our guys, being down like we are, we're still keeping up on our patrols, still doing the best we can. I know we have one of the hotels that just got another nuisance letter, and I think we have a few outstanding debts from other nuisance letters. Other than that, we have nothing.
Can we add to the next month's report as far as the tickets?
Yeah.
Because we have still been getting a lot of complaints about the speeders on Pendle, McCombs, and even 933. So that way we'll have some more information to give to the public at the next meeting.
We can do that.
I appreciate it. Any other questions? Okay. Move down to maintenance. So Shane's been doing a good job. I know he was out repainting the letters on the town sign down at the Veterans Park. Giving a facelift. And he's been keeping up with the plowing along with Advanced Property. They've been working pretty good hand in hand as far as keeping the streets passable and as clean as possible. On that, any questions for maintenance?
Alley and I am the other side, as you know. Just curious, when do you plan on addressing the alley? All the potholes. I've lived here 25 years and it really needs to be addressed, especially like on the outside. That is a big dip off of the on the Pendle, where especially when you have it completely paved and everything. Um, the maintenance gentleman, when I talked to him in the summertime, told me that he filled that with wrap once a week, once a month, week, and I have yet to see that filled. But that needs to be addressed because it's getting pretty bad. Are you gonna plan on doing anything this next spring with construction about addressing some of the alleys that are in pretty bad shape?
Well, that's probably the worst alley, and we've got the ground up asphalt over there.
When you guys paid Pendle and stuff in McCombs, it's too bad that Reed Riley just didn't come back in, maybe grade the alley, and then they could have dropped some of that ramp. Even just to grade it would be.
Well,
Um,
Shane is trying to keep up with it. I mean, it's kind of hard when he has to do it with buckets.
no. I'm just saying,
Starts filling it in.
if you had somebody like grade it down to the original grade, like where you go there with a grader, grade it, and then you could have somebody come back there and compact it, because filling it with the wrap and stuff, it's so disintegrated right now that it's basically would be better if it was actually just, to be honest.
Well,
I mean,
if we
it's just,
grade it,
I don't mean to be a complainer, but I always got it every month when you were on this side of the table, but 25 years ago, and it hasn't been addressed. I think I've waited, people poison ivy down their alley and stuff, but the potholes are bad.
he's trying to do the best he can with what we
Yeah.
got. I mean,
But this
if we grade it,
this summer, they're called T09s and stuff for the at the airport that we test. So I take all the remnants from that and put it in the holes by my house up to like my driveway. And I was gonna try to save some more for Anside, because Anside is worse than mine. But
well,
I
we'll
think
try to
that,
get more of
if
it
you
put
could
in.
address that this spring, I would really appreciate it.
We'll try to do the best we can with what we've got to work
I
with.
appreciate it.
That's all we can do.
No, I understand, but I'm
The only
just
bad
saying,
thing is whenever it gets plowed, that cleans
know.
up anything.
But I'm just saying it's, let's take care of, because we have a lot of traffic on that alley. And, and if there would be, it just needs to be addressed. And then you get, well, the police know it, it's bad.
Well, that's why I had them, when they did the paving, dump all the grindings over there on the easement so we would have access.
Yeah, but
I just gotta get
nothing was done last.
Well, we didn't have the equipment to do it, but I'm trying to get access to
Well,
the
that would
equipment
be
to do
absolutely.
it. And when it comes available, to where it doesn't cost us anything. I know. I'm very aware of that, but if I can't get the equipment, we don't have the money to go get it. So,
Some wrap, gate on there, some wrap into that.
well, that's what we're gonna try to do, is get some to where we can put the load in there instead of doing it by shovel. Because it's not as easy. I mean, we do have people that are trying to steal that wrap over there also with bobcats and stuff, but we're trying to keep it to where they can't take it.
I see him, I'm gonna shake him down and say, Billy, my hopes.
Well, tell them to fill in the hole then, but we'll do what we can.
I appreciate it.
Any other questions for maintenance? Okay, we'll move on to town planning, zoning, and development.
Nothing outstanding right now that I'm aware of.
I do know that 310 North McCombs, we do need to keep an eye on that one because when they did get that last permit for siding and windows, it looks like they're doing more how would you phrase it, Dan? More, remodeling as far as gutting it? It's already been gutted out, the front's opened up and more than just siding and windows.
Rebuild.
Yeah. Let's keep an eye on that. And if they're doing more than doing the siding and windows, be stopping that coming. But other than that, I haven't seen anybody else slide anything through. But any questions for zoning and development?
What's going in, what's the Hell's Kitchen thing going at the pawn shop?
Pizza place.
What's the pizza joint?
Yeah, they got sandwiches and they've got other
When are they
places.
supposed to be open? I just was curious. I just saw that. I'm like, I didn't even realize.
According to them,
What?
they're trying,
Yeah,
according to what we were told, they're trying to open this month.
okay, good.
Hopefully, if not this month, by February.
Gordon Ramsay, I was getting off the site there.
They put
One
some money
second.
into that building.
Yeah,
They
it
have
looks
one in
nice.
Mishawaka.
Okay.
So
They got two
they say
other
it's
places.
Nice.
That'll definitely
Excited
be
to
a
see
nice
that.
improvement.
Minus Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
Yep, I live at 2.3. In White House, Richmond. And subdivision. Of course.
Mhm.
I received 2 letters now. Them telling me that fence that is in between us is over too far. That it needs to come more on my side. And I said, no. My parents lived here, there goes. I've lived here all my life. And I said, when that fence was put up, you guys had zoners.
I've actually talked to them because they've called here wanting us to get involved in it. And I told them that when that,
Yeah, 6.
I understand. Well, I informed them that when Pinna Woods was built, that the developer there is the one that put that privacy fence up, all down through there and around.
And it was put in the same exact spot.
Yep. And that the only way that they could do it is if they had a surveyor come out and have it surveyed. You don't have to pay for it. If they want it checked, let them pay for it. But they were wanting us to come over and tell you, well, you had to take this away from the fence, and it's like, no, that they're right along their fence line. Your developer's the one that put the fence line up to begin with, and you had surveyors out there when they were doing the complex and everything else. So,
Like my dad, you can put the fence up, but you can put it in the exact same as fence.
Yeah.
Because that's
Like-
right.
no, I just stand your ground. 'Cause
Stand my ground.
I know you will. Not a doubt in my mind, not a doubt in my mind, but yeah, if they want it surveyed, let them pay to have it surveyed. But any other questions? We'll move on to park and recreation. Not much happening over there. I know Shane had to replace the sensor for the Dustodon lights at the pavilion. Because the lights were out that Sean informed us of, because it was kind of dark in there, so he did get that taken care of, but other than that, not a whole lot going on over at the park.
We didn't notice that.
We're slipping.
Casey, we didn't notice that. Seriously, did not notice that. Good.
Any questions from Park and Recreation? Well, I'll move on to public input. Any public input? If not, then I'll make a motion that we adjourn at 6:21 PM. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody.